and welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic holiday weekend, and I hope the weather is warmer by you than it is here by me. I'm in northern Illinois, a southwest suburb of Chicago, and we have gotten nailed by a huge winter storm, and we've gotten like 8.5 inches of snow over the last 2 days. So we've been trying to dig out. Poor Mr. Wizard has been trying to battle the snow for the last 2 days, and I really appreciate all of his efforts and his help. We have a little bit more snow supposedly coming in today before we all have to start working again on Monday. So we've been trying to hunker down and just keep warm in the house. But I am grateful to be here with my family. I'm grateful to have this beautiful quilt room to be in, and I have been in this room all weekend long. So I've been really grateful for that as well. So I hope you guys have had an opportunity to spend a little bit of time in your own quilting rooms. I know a lot of you probably have family visiting and things like that, but hopefully you've gotten to spend just a little bit of time for yourself. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on our Norfolk quilt. We have been working on this thing for 8 or 9 months now. It's been quite some time, and so now we are in the final stages where we're actually going to be putting together the quilt top. So I've got a couple of the pieces laid out already, but we're going to be putting this thing together, and I cannot wait to see what this thing looks like when it's fully together. The blocks that we've been putting together month by month have been absolutely gorgeous. I love this fabric line. It is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful, and so I'm really excited to see what this quilt actually looks like. For those of you who are interested, this is the fabric line is called Wild Meadow by Moda. It is still available in some quilt stores. I've seen it, especially my local quilt store. I've seen it, so I'm really excited for that actually, because I need to pick out a backing fabric for this, and I haven't really decided what I want to pick yet. I decided to wait until the quilt is completely put together before I pick out my backing fabric. So I'm really excited that they still have some of the fabric line. So I'm going to probably check that out next weekend, weather depending on things. But that's what we're going to be doing today, and I'm really excited about it. Quick note for you guys, if you have had some thimble redemptions at the end of September, beginning of October, or anytime in October, or even in November, those are all being mailed out on Monday. If you're a member of the channel, then you know you were able to spend some time with me, some quality time with me here behind the scenes in my quilting room, putting together those thimble redemptions. So those are all going to be going out in the mail probably tomorrow, again, weather pending. But they are ready to go. They are all boxed up, ready to go. So that's exciting. So if you're going to be redeeming any thimbles now or now through the rest of the year, you probably won't see those until January, and I do apologize for that. But we'll kind of see how things go. Maybe I'll be able to get one more out before the end of the year. It just depends on my schedule. You know, things can get really, really crazy this time of the year, it being one of the shorter months of the year. So really exciting. Fritz says, I love the frame around the puppy cam. Yeah, new frame around the puppy cam and a new camera angle. So hopefully they'll get to come join us here soon. So it's kind of like, it's really low to the ground. It's down here, so it's a little on the dark side. So we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see how things work. So one of the things that I was able to do when I was in here this weekend was I was actually able to give it like a little bit of a deep clean, because it's been dusty in here, and it's been giving me some anxiety that it's been so dusty. So I dusted basically the whole room, and I moved some things around just a little bit, nothing too crazy. But one of the other things that I did was I did some cable management. I did some cable management when it came to my setup. And one of the things that I was able to do is I was able to move my mic to a different place so that hopefully there's no reverb. I hope you guys aren't hearing any reverb and you can hear me okay. It reminds you of a quilt. It does, doesn't it? It does remind you of a quilt. It absolutely does. But I was able to do some cable management, and then I was also able to move the puppy cam to where I wanted to, and of course, put up my Christmas tree. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If it's too flashy for you, just let me know. I can just put it on a steady, but I kind of like the little twinkle to it. It gives it a little bit of fun. So anyway, we are going to get started here with our Norfolk project. First, let me hop into chat and say hello to everybody there. I know we've got a few of us are joining, but that's okay. I know it's kind of a weird weekend. Like I said, a lot of people still have family joining them, things like that, so it's totally fine, and that's why there's always the replays later. So first, thank you again to my members for joining me yesterday for our behind the scenes look. I might still do another one this afternoon. I told you guys I might do one this afternoon because I do have to set up my whole schedule. So maybe you guys will get to see some of that. We'll see. Anyway, looks like Linda Denton was the very first person in chat this morning. So good morning, Linda. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And I hope you get to spend a little bit of time with friends and family. Brett46 was the second person in chat. Good morning, Brett46. Thank you so much for being here. Carrie Leonard is also here this morning. Good morning, Carrie. It is so great to see you. Patty is also here. Hi, Patty. I love your pink hands. Love them. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. Susan Yearout is also here. Hi, Susan. Good morning. She says hello to all the early birds. I am not one of those early birds. No, I'm barely awake. But good morning. Thank you so much. Kathy is also here. Kathy, thank you so much for being one of my moderators. I truly appreciate it. If you guys have any questions or concerns, or you're thinking, you need some further information on something, make sure you let Kathy know, and she can help you out. Or if she needs to, she has other ways of getting a hold of me besides just in chat, so we can communicate with each other on that. Wow, words are hard this morning. So thank you again, Kathy, so much for that. And if you guys could just do me a quick favor, make sure you go subscribe to Kathy's channel over there. You can do !Kathy in chat. It'll give you a link to her channel. I love watching her channel. It is so much fun. It is like a quilt retreat every time we go. It's like a quilt guild. It's like a weekly quilt guild. It's amazing. It's so much fun. She has such great guests over there. A lot of them are members of our channel or subscribers of our channel. So you guys will see them over there. It's so much fun. And I try to catch the replays whenever I can. I don't get a chance to catch her live streams very often because unfortunately I have to work during the day. But it's a lot of fun. So make sure you guys go check her channel out over there. But thank you again, Kathy, for being here this morning. I really appreciate it. Patricia is also here. Good morning, Patricia. It's so great to see you again. Patricia joined me yesterday for my behind-the-scenes live stream with our members only. She's also a member of the channel. So thank you so much, Patricia, for being a member of the channel and for being here this morning. I really appreciate you hanging out with us this morning. Streamlabs is at it this morning, so that's good. I'm glad to see the Streamlabs is awake. Let's see. Scrolling through chat here, guys. Just scrolling through here. Dawn, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Dawn. Dawn, you were probably just as excited to see this thing get put together as I am, because I promised you on day one of this project that I would send you all of these patterns once the project is finished. So we were just about there. So I will be mailing that to you here shortly. Now, I did just realize this morning that I am missing clue 7 or block 7. So I'm going to need to find that. I think I can just print it offline, so I will make sure to print that offline and get that taken care of for you guys. But you'll be getting that in the mail here soon. Let's see. Joyce Hernandez is also here this morning. Good morning, Joyce. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you also for being a member of the channel. She was hanging out with me yesterday, so I appreciated you keeping me company while I had to do some admin stuff for the channel. I appreciated that. Marlene is also here this morning. Good morning, Marlene. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I should recognize your name, and I don't, so I apologize for that. If you went under a different name, and I don't remember what it is, I apologize. But either way, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you being here. I don't know about anybody else. I'm sure they all do. But yeah. So welcome. I'm just scrolling through chat here, guys. Just keep scrolling. Brenda is also here this morning. Good morning, Brenda. I know she was able to join us for a little bit yesterday. She had some things she had to do, so no problem with that. She's got some company coming in this morning as well, so no problem, Brenda. We appreciate you popping in and at least saying hi. We appreciate that. Thank you. You can always catch the replay later, guys. The replays are always available. Even if you're a member of the channel and you're doing the members only live streams, those are also available for replay as well. I publish all of my live streams, so then that way no one can ever have a case of FOMO, fear of missing out. There's never that. You can watch them way back from the beginning if you really wanted to. Fern King is also here this morning. Good morning, Fern. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Fern is also a member of our channel, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Streamlabs, just reminding everybody to like and subscribe. If you guys could just take a quick minute while I'm going through chat and hit that like button down there, I'd really appreciate it. That really helps out the channel, and it allows us to continue to make new friends, and that's really the whole point of this channel, is to make new friends and hang out with them. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And if you're not already, please consider subscribing to the channel, especially if you're not someone who participates in chat a lot. just check and make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, because YouTube likes to do this weird thing where it just randomly unsubscribes people. It's kind of annoying a little bit. But usually when I start to see our subscriber count drop considerably, that's usually what it is YouTube has ran some algorithm or something and dropped a bunch of people. So if you could just check that button and make sure that you are still subscribed. And then if you want to, also click that notification bell, because what that's going to do is it'll give you a notification either on your phone or your tablet or even in your email that I've gone live, because I'm going to be doing a lot of really weird or random live streams here in the next couple of months, just because of the way my schedule is going to be working out. So I want you guys to make sure that you don't miss anything, so make sure that you click that notification bell as well. Let's see. Sorry, still going through chat. Give me just a couple more minutes here, guys. I'd like to try and say hello to as many people as I possibly can. If I could say hello to everybody, I would, but I only know you're here if you leave a message in chat. So, good morning, Naomi. Thank you so much for joining me. Naomi does an awesome job on Instagram. She is all over the place on Instagram, and I love it. So, thank you so much for that, Naomi. And thank you for being a subscriber of the channel. I really appreciate you being here this morning. Let's see. Mary, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. Mary, you should be expecting some mail from me soon. I was just letting everybody know that I am getting ready to mail out your Thimble redemptions. So I saw your name on my list, and so you'll definitely be getting one. So make sure you keep an eye out for a purple envelope in the next week or so. Susan says 24 degrees outside in central Washington. What is the temperature out right now? Well, it's actually pretty warm out here. It's 47 degrees here, but we have got like 8 inches of snow. So it's warm, but it's wet. So that means the snow is going to melt pretty quickly if it's 47 degrees. So it won't stick around for too long, but it's been pretty to look at, that's for sure. Sylvia, good morning. Welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for being here again today. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Still scrolling through chat, guys. My 9th day off. Gosh, I love the holidays. Oh, Dawn. I dream of being you. Actually, I dream of being Mama Joyce, because she's like month 3 of retirement. She's absolutely loving it. But 9 days off, that is so nice. Oh, that would be so nice. Like, I just want 1 day off. Like, I have been so busy in my corporate job, and I've just hired a new team member that actually starts on Monday. So I have not been able to take vacation because there's nobody there to do the job otherwise. So I'm really looking forward to training this person so that I can take a day off. Hopefully by around Christmas time. We'll see. Because I still have 6 or 7 vacation days that I need to burn through. That's what I'm looking forward to. Is I just want one. I just want 1 day off. I'm not asking for 9. 9 would be amazing. Don't get me wrong. But I'll just take 1. I'm not greedy. I'll just take 1. Let's see. Who else have we got here in chat? If we're mentioning the puppy cam. Yes, I put a new frame around the puppy cam. Isn't that adorable? I made that myself using ChatGPT. So I just went into ChatGPT and I said, I need a Streamlabs frame that says puppy cam with paw prints. That's all I said. And that's what it gave me. And I'm like, this is perfect. So it worked out really well. Yes, Sylvia, I have been busy. I have been very busy. Very, very busy. Oh, my screen just reset on me. Oh, you stupid thing. Let me just scroll through here, make sure that I'm getting everybody. For instance, I saw Ivy. Yes, yes. She was just in here a second ago. Kathy thanking me for the shout out. Honey, you don't need to thank me. You do so much for me already. Just being a moderator, it's the least I could do. Judy, good morning. Welcome back. Did you have enough snow? We're at, I think we're at 8.5 inches. I think that's what Mr. Wizard said this morning. I think he said 8.5, and I'm thinking we're getting another inch or 2 today and tomorrow. So, I mean, I love the snow. I love looking at it. Mr. Wizard absolutely hates it. But, you know, so do I have enough? No, I do not have enough, but there probably is enough. Brenda says company grr. Well, you can always watch the replay later, Brenda. It's okay. Oh, what just happened there? That was weird. Patricia says, just subscribe to Kathy's channel. Awesome, Patricia. Thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Look at the, Patty says, look at the cute plaid teddy bear. That is our memory bear that we made last weekend. We finished it. So yeah, that's him. He's all finished. But don't you worry. We've got plenty more to do. We're going to start on those again after the first of the year. I've got like 6 or 8 of them more that I need to do. But yeah, thanks for noticing that. He's back there. And that will be his permanent place here on the channel is back here somewhere. I'm thinking about redoing some of my decor back here and doing some different stuff. I haven't really decided what I'm doing yet. We'll see. Gladys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Thanks so much for being here this morning. Make sure you guys go check out Gladys's channel as well. You can do !Gladys in chat. I have so much fun watching her. So much fun. And she does a lot of collaborations with Kathy over on Kathy's channel too. They're just such wonderful people. Really, you got to go check them out. They're so talented. They do such amazing things. You really just got to go check them out. So make sure you give them a subscribe for me if you don't mind. Fern says 32, wet and sunny. Nice. Mary says okay, thank you. Patty says 25 and lots of snow. Perfect for hibernation. That's right. Yeah. Yesterday I think it was in the 20s. Yeah. 33 and cloudy. Dawn says, whoa, I actually won on a heist. That's weird. I think it must be broken. It's the only thing I can come up with. Joy says, I don't mind the snow, but I hate the cold. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, yeah. Floor is down in Fern's house. That's awesome. 37 in Texas. Wow, Gladys, that is cold for Texas. Like, that is really cold. I heard it was only supposed to be in the 40s in Orlando, and they actually closed some of the water parks at Disney for Thanksgiving weekend because it was going to be so cold. Like, that's just weird, right? Carrie Quilts, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. I didn't see you pop in there before, but I can see that you are here now, so good morning. Welcome back. I just want to make sure, like, things are hopping around here. So I just want to double check and make sure that I didn't miss anybody. I don't think I did. I don't think I missed anybody. If I did not say hello to you, please make sure you say hello to me again in chat one more time. This time I want you to tag me in it. To tag me in it, you would type the @ symbol, that's the A with the circle around it, or shift number 2 on your keyboard, and then type in "so not an expert," all one word, and what that does is it will highlight it right on the screen for me, so then hopefully I don't miss it this time. I can't guarantee that I won't, but hopefully I don't. But anyway, thank you guys again so much for being here this morning. You're going to be in lurk mode, Dawn. No worries. No worries. Princess, that's the one I can count on. You guys are so much fun. All right, so let's get started putting this quilt together. So I think I'm going to probably need the iron. So I'm going to turn that on, get that nice and warm. Because we're probably going to be pressing some seams. Now, I did put on my schedule, not on our channel, but on my schedule that I've blocked out time for tomorrow in case whatever we don't get done today needs to roll over to tomorrow. So then that way we can completely finish this quilt top. I'm hoping that get everything done today, but we're just going to have to wait and see how things go. Now, if it turns out it's just the frame that's left or something silly like that, then I'll just do that off camera. But yeah. Let's see how things go. All right, so this is kind of tricky because they tell you which blocks, but they don't tell you which pattern. So I'm going to have to kind of keep flipping back and forth between things to figure things out. So right now, I've got some of the pieces laid out. So let me just show you the pieces really quickly just to kind of refresh your memory. The one that we first made was this huge one, and I was really worried that like they were all going to be this big. Thank goodness they weren't. But my goodness, look at this one. This one was massive. This is one of the blocks we made. This is the first block we made. Isn't it gorgeous? I love these colors. Oh my gosh. So this is the first one we made. Let me just set that one aside for now. And then we've got these cute little spools. Okay. And then we've got the baskets. Okay. And then over here, we've got some stars. You guys can see the stars. And then we've got some leaves. Bunch of maple leaves. We got a bunch of them here. And then we've got this thing, which I don't even know what you call it. It's just like a framed box kind of thing. And then, of course, we have our flower petals. Okay. Grab this one here. There. And then we also have some flying geese strip sets here. So those are all of our pieces. I feel like there's more than that. And there must be like buried in here or something. We're going to have to look through them as we go here. But I feel like there should be more. But maybe not. So the first thing we need is we're going to need 2 of our maple leaves. So let's grab those. We need the dark one. We need this one. Oops. Oh, the 2 that are on top. This one and this one. Cool. So we need those 2. So let's set those aside. And then I need the flower pieces, which are over here. I need this one. And this one. Okay. Now I don't think the placement of the actual fabrics is going to be that mission critical, but I'm trying to get them as close as I can. Yeah, it's that one. I'm going to try and get it as close as I can to the actual pattern piece itself. But just because, you know, that's what I paid for. So, wow, that turned dark. Wow, what happened there? Wow, that turned really dark. Hang on. Been messing with settings all morning. Something weird has happened and I need to figure it out. Let's see. Hang on. Exposure. Let's turn auto exposure off. Ooh, wow, that's really bad. That's really bright. Hold on. Turn the white. Hold please. So bright. Just gonna bump that. That's not working. Yeah, it's like all washed out, right? I'll have to... Ooh, that's too much. That might be okay. It's still a little bright. We'll have to deal with that for now, I think. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's not what I wanted at all. Wow, it is so bright. It is such whitewashed. I'm trying to figure it out, guys. Here, give me a sec. Wow, that is so bright. There we go. That's better. Not great, but better. There. Hi, Terry. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. She says it may have been dark and there wasn't so dark on my screen. Yeah, it like all of a sudden it just got so dark on my screen. I think my big screen is actually going, which is really unfortunate because it's expensive. But I think my big screen is starting to go because it's doing this weird thing with colors. But that's why I checked the smaller screen and it was definitely... I actually to turn it off of auto. If I turn it off of auto, then it doesn't get dark like that. So now I think we're okay. No, I think it works okay. Okay, so back to what we were doing, which is putting these pieces together. So we've got these 2 here. Now the other thing that I'm going to need, we'll put that away. The other thing I need is some of these thimbles here, or these spools here. We got to look and see what we need. We need one of these, and one of these, and then one of these. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these 3 pieces together. Put it back on auto, maybe. It was on auto, yeah, so I turned it off of auto. We'll see how this goes. This should be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put these pieces together now. It's just a matter of sewing everything up. So tell me, friends, how was your weekend? How was your holiday? I hope everything went okay. Hope everybody had a good time. Ouch, that actually really hurt. Let me grab this one. This one. Come on. There we go. Did anybody do any Black Friday Christmas shopping or just shopping for themselves? Mama Joyce and my aunts do that every year. They do the Black Friday extravaganza. I've never gotten into that. That's never been my thing. That is too much people and too much craziness for me. Terry says it was fine. It was quiet. It was enjoyable. Nala's not feeling well today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it the weather? Is the weather affecting her, maybe? Sorry to hear she's not feeling well. Let's see. There we go. All right. Now we can get going. Alright, so there's that one. And now this one, that goes on the top. This one goes on the bottom. There we go. I got to see Lucas and Tony over the weekend. They were in town for a day or two. So I got to see them. Tony just crossed off another milestone in her life. She has officially closed all of the bank accounts that she had with my name on them. So she's, as we called it, she's got her big girl bank accounts now. Her checking account and her savings account that had my name on them when she was a young child and a teenager are closed, and her and Lucas are doing their own thing now, which I think is great. It's so exciting when your kids cross those milestones. It really gives you a sense of pride, and I know they're silly, but they really do mean something, you know, because it means they're grown up. All right, so there's those two, and now we got, yes, big girl Tony. That's right, big girl Tony. That's right, being a big girl. I was giving her a little bit of crap in the bank when we were closing our accounts. I said, yeah, she's a big girl now. It was pretty funny. And her one savings account that we had set up for her was still a junior savings account. So she actually didn't have access to it at all. And the lady behind the counter even looked at her and went, you're a little too young for a junior account. Or you're a little older for a junior account. Which we thought that was funny. So yeah, so she's closed all of her accounts. She's a big girl now. She's got new ones. Let's see. Do I have instructions on? They go down. They gave you pressing instructions, so I'm just trying to follow them as much as I can here. Just because then that way I don't have to do the thinking. They can do the thinking for me. Alright, so let's get this one together now. So this is actually going to go together pretty quickly. I was expecting it to go together a little bit slower than this, but it's going to go together pretty quick. Speaking of Lucas, did I just see him pop into chat? Somebody said hi to him, but I don't see him. Is he here? Oh, he is here. Good morning, Lucas. Woot, woot. Lucas is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Your ears must have been ringing because I was just talking about Tony and how she's a big girl now. She's got her own big girl bank account. Obviously, they made it home okay before the snow. They they were going to stay a little bit longer in the weekend, but decided to go ahead and take off. They took off on Friday. They were going to stay through Saturday, but with the snow coming, they decided to take off, so that was fun. So it was good to see them. It's always good to see your kids, you know. They are doing very well. Living their best lives. Judy says maybe my luck will change on the look. Had to shovel some snow for Tony and I's car so we could get to work tomorrow. Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, you probably had to bury it out, you know. Yeah, just because you live in an apartment doesn't mean you're not going to have to shovel some snow. How much snow did you guys end up getting, Lucas? We were just talking about it here. Mr. Wizard said we got about 8.5 inches. So there's our first piece there. Let's go ahead and put this one down. Set that one off to the side for a minute. Hi, baby. You look so good on the camera. Yeah, you look so cute on the camera. So cute. And even if I wear a sweater on, you got your sweater on because it's cold. It's cold and snowy. Yep. And you keep coming in the house all soaking wet. About 8 inches. Terry says, oh my, no snow here. Yeah, we've gotten about 8 inches so far. We're supposed to get another inch or two today. Yep, and tomorrow. Yep, more tomorrow too. A little bit more. Mr. Wizard was out early this morning snow blowing so that he would not be snow blowing during my live stream, so I appreciated that. I don't think our neighbors appreciated that, but we really don't care. Alright, so there's this one. Oh, let me grab the other one. These are big pieces. Like, they're big pieces. Hi, Mona. Good morning. These are really big pieces. My machine isn't cooperating, Carrie says. Have to figure out what I'm missing. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that, Carrie. Hopefully you'll be able to get it fixed or you can fix it. Susan says they got their first smidge of snow on Tuesday last week. Well, we got a little bit of a dusting a couple weeks ago. And then, yeah, we got nailed this time. It's been a long time since we've gotten this much snow at one time. But that's what they've been predicting this year, is that we're going to get nailed with a lot of snow. So, alright, so here is one piece. Just double check it. Yep. And here is the other piece. Now these two pieces are going to go together. This just such big pieces. Like, it builds so fast because these blocks are so big. This is going to be a pretty decent sized quilt. I can give you guys the exact measurements here in just a second. I think it's like 70 something because you need like 7 yards of fabric for the backing. It's just crazy. It's a big quilt, I'll tell you that. It's definitely a big quilt. Keep going. There we go. Some of my pieces are not quite straight. That's all right though. Come on. Not quite. Wow, that's really far off. Hang on. Sorry guys, just paying attention to what I'm doing here. Give me just a second. Oh, got a crick in my neck. All of a sudden, it hurts. So yesterday I spent the majority of the day in here working on some admin stuff, getting all your symbol redemption packages prepped and ready to go. I also got all of our members only scrap busting boxes. Almost all of them are ready. I only have one more I need to make. So if you are a member of the channel and you've been a member of the channel for at least 3 months, then you can expect a scrap busting box from me here soon. Switch this way. So that's fun. So if you were on the members only live stream yesterday with me, then you got to see those being put together. As I mentioned before, I do them completely at random. I make all the boxes, I seal up all the boxes, and then I mix them all up, and then I slap labels on them. So I have no idea who's getting what, because I don't want to play any favorites. And I know that's probably not necessary, and probably nothing that you guys were even thinking about, but I was thinking about it. Susan says, a few years ago or so, we got a few inches, then 6, then 2, then 4, and so on, until we had 2.5 feet on the ground, and of course, the Christmas hymn, In the Bleak Midwinter, was in the service. Oh boy. Patty says, yay, a new seam ripper! Maybe, Patty, maybe. Typically, that is one of the notions that I give away, is a seam ripper. Typically. Go. Were you on yesterday? I didn't catch that one night. I was on during the day, Carrie. It was a members only live stream. I think I got on about 10 or 11 my time, and I was on for about, it was a 4-hour live stream, so I mean it was actually quite a long live stream, honestly, but it's okay if you missed it, it's no problem. It was a members only one, so nothing, you didn't miss anything, and you can always go back and watch the replay if you are so inclined. Okay, so now I need to find the 3 pieces I just sewed up, which is this one here. And sew that one to the side. So this goes together in 3 sections, I think. Four sections. 4 sections. So this is the first section. Couple of matching seams, but nothing too crazy. Couple of places where we have to match up some seams, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. So I believe they call this a modern quilt, or is this considered a modern quilt? Since it is still blocks, it's just not the same block every time. Do they consider this modern, or is a modern quilt when there's no blocks? And it's like our mystery project where there are no blocks at all. Speaking of our mystery project, if you are a member of the channel, then you will already know this. But we put that one together. We put the 2 halves together on that one. On one of our members only live streams a couple 2-3 days ago, so you guys got to see what that looks like. And if you were a member of the channel, then I told you what kind of a quilt it was. I showed you the full pattern. I told you everything about it, so you guys got the inside scoop, but you were sworn to secrecy, so make sure you all had to take that vow of secrecy. So those are just a couple of the perks that you can achieve by being a member of the channel for as little as, I think, $2.99 a month. It's pretty inexpensive for the amount of things that you get access to. Next year, I'm hoping to actually do a members-only vlog. My plan is to just, record something during the day, during the week. Maybe on my lunch hour. Just to kind of give you guys a little bit more of an inside view into kind of what goes on behind the scenes, if that's something that might interest you. Joy says it was so amazing. Well, thank you so much for that. Terry says I will take it to the grave. This might be a little excessive, but I appreciate that. So those are just a couple of the fun things that you can be a part of as part of a member of the channel. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, it is a little bit of a monetary donation every month. There are 3 different levels you can choose from. And each level depends on the different levels dictate the different perks that you can receive. But all of our members get access to our members only live streams. But there will be a special live stream for experts. Patricia says, I have no idea what you're talking about. I love you guys. You're so much fun. But if that's something that interests you, make sure you click the button down below. That's the square with the $sign in it. And you can select the box that says members. I know there was an issue for a long time with iPhone users not being able to access that option, but it has been fixed. As Joyce Hernandez was able to attest to. She was able to finally become a member of the channel. She's been trying desperately for months, and unfortunately that's not something I could help her with. But she was able to take care of that one. So, Fern says, I missed yesterday. I will have to watch the replay. Yeah, for sure. Yep, it's always there. All right, so now we've got 3 pieces in, so now we need to grab our pieces here. I think it's not those. It's got to be... It's not these either, because these are... Oh, no, it's definitely these. Yeah, it's this one here. So I got 2 small pieces and then 2 bigger pieces. Let's grab one of these. I don't know if are they exactly identical? They are not identical, so I need to figure out which one it is. Oh, they're all different sizes. No, so it's got to be this one then. Yeah, it's that one. All right. Joy says, yes, finally, thank God. Yes, you pay more using the iPhone, but it works. Oh, I didn't realize that, Mona. Thanks for letting me know that. That's good to know. All right. Now we're going to put this next piece on here. This thing is, it's escalating very quickly. As soon as we get this first section together, I'll show you guys what it looks like. There's just a couple of places where you're going to have to match up some seams. Nothing too crazy. And honestly, the way the design is set, you really don't need to worry about it if it doesn't match up exactly. You really don't need to worry about it. But I've really enjoyed this project. I love these fabrics. They're absolutely gorgeous. Even the pattern is beautiful. I've really had a great time with it. Please tell me this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay, good. Really had a great time with it so far. Oh, I told you guys I was going to tell you what the final size of it was. I'm sorry, I forgot. Final quilt size is 76 by 76. So it's pretty big. And I have no idea what I'm doing with it yet. No clue. No clue. It's a little bit too light in color for me to do anything with in my house. My dogs will destroy it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. Not sure if I will give it away or if I will sell it. Or if I'll just use it as a display piece for a while. I haven't really decided. I'm at a point with my quilt tops or my quilts now that I've kind of given, everyone in my family has at least one. And even my extended family has at least one. So I'm at a point now where I have to start figuring out what else to do with them. Will there be a border? It's a very small, it's just a sashing border, basically. It's just a 2.5 inch border that goes around the outside, so nothing colored or crazy like that. I mean, I could probably put some extra borders on it if I wanted to. I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to put the whole thing together and then figure out what I'm doing with it, you know? Kind of see what it looks like, get a feel for it. Auction it off, Fern? That could be, yeah, that could. You mean on the channel? Or like how would, I've never even thought to do anything like that before. Terry says, I think after framed pinwheels, I'm taking a quilt break. I have tops with no homes. Yeah. I can understand that. I can understand that. Hi, baby. You and your sweater. You look so cute with your sweater on. Yeah, I mean, I could try the VA hospital. It's not that I don't want to. I just feel like this one is a lot of work. And I don't know that it would be as appreciated as much there as it would be someplace else. I don't know. That's a good option. We have one not too far from us. And I might do that for some of the other quilts that I have here. I might do that for some of these other ones here. I don't know about this one specifically. We'll have to see. The price at post office is going up. Pocket change. Yeah. Fundraiser. Oh, yeah. Susan says, this year my niece and her husband are getting a quilt from me. She gave me the Focus fabric for Christmas a couple of years ago, so I'm giving it in that generation. Yeah, there you go. You can do any auction on here. You could set a minimum. Yeah, I could. We'll see. Hi, baby. Can mommy fix your face? No, I want to fix your face. Here. You got stuff on your face. You were in the cat box again, weren't you? Yeah. Hi. She's so cute. So cute. So cute. Okay, so now I need some stars. So let's set this aside for a minute. I didn't grab any stars. So let's grab the stars. These are the stars I need. I gotta figure out. So I need one in the pink. And one in the white. This one here. Go. What are you doing? The bold cozies for my brother in Arizona cost me $10 to mail this year. My goodness. Wow. I was telling everybody on our members only live stream yesterday when I was putting the postage on for the bubble mailers for our thimble redemptions, that because I do the postage online myself and I print the postage myself online, I save 50%. And it's free to do that. In fact, you don't even need a printer to print the labels. You can, what they do is they give you a QR code. They'll email you a QR code and you just bring the QR code into the post office and you hand them the code and they scan it and then it prints the labels that way too. So maybe that's an option for you to maybe save a little bit of money. But because I do the postage online, it's called Click and Ship. Because I do the postage online, it's only about half the price of what it would normally be if I went to the post office and had them do it. So I don't know if that's helpful to you guys at all or not. You do have to pay for it online, so you do have to be comfortable enough, putting your information in online. But it does save a considerable amount of money when you're doing multiple packages like I am. The packages yesterday would have cost me $7 a piece if I had done them through the post office, if I had went into the post office and done them there. But because I did them myself, it only cost me $4. So I saved almost $5 a piece just because I did it myself. So something for you to think about if you're doing, especially during this holiday season. And once you get the postage, if you do have access to a printer, you can just print them and then tape them onto the package with some clear tape. And then all you have to do is drop them off at the post office. Or you can even just, if there's not a lot of them, you can even just give them to your post person and they can pick them up. How did you weigh them? I used a scale. We have a dog scale. We do a dog food scale. So you do have to have a scale. Yeah, you do have to have a scale that measures in ounces, not in pounds, but in ounces. So we actually have a food scale that we use for our dog food. So that's what I used. Oh, this one says open. Interesting. Okay. The directions on this one say to press the seams open. Okay, I could do that. go. There we go. All right, attach this one to the side of this one. Yeah, a food scale will work. As long as it's not a really big box. Like, really big boxes are going to be kind of hard to weigh, obviously. Then you would probably want to use, like, a regular bathroom scale or something. But if it's just small postage packages, you know, mailing, things like that, small envelopes, like the bowl cozies, things like that, you can just use a food scale. And as long as you can measure it in pounds and ounces, yeah. That's what I do. And even the boxes, the 8x8x4 boxes that I use for my scrap busting boxes, I can weigh those on the... We have a small food scale that we use. So that works just fine. It works really well. And then it saves you a ton on postage if you can do that. If you're able. Now, I know that not everybody is able to do that, and I completely understand that. But if you are able, it does save quite a bit of money on postage. Yeah, in my case, I saved almost $5 per package in some cases. Some cases it was like, I don't know what the difference was or why it was like that, but some cases it was only a couple dollars. I think it must have been a percentage thing. I'm not sure. But it was still saving me money. Now the scrap busting boxes, they'll probably run me anywhere between $10 and $15 a box, which is why, but they're 3 pounds a piece. Those boxes are really heavy. Not really heavy, but heavy-ish. But that's also why I require 3 months of membership before you're eligible for one of those boxes. Because the 3 months of membership then pays for the box. But yeah, that's... It's called Click and Ship. It's on the USPS website. You can click on it there and take a look at it. See if it's something that's helpful for you. If not, I completely understand. I've been using it for a while now. I use it for all of my shipping stuff. And the really cool thing about it also is that when you're creating labels, you can check, there's a box that you can check that says hide postage. So then that way it doesn't print the amount of postage that you paid right on the label so people don't know how much you paid. Because I always feel guilty when people know how much I paid for postage, which isn't, I mean, it's part of, you know, it's part of the perks and things like that. But I just feel guilty. And so I really like the fact that you can hide it, especially when you're sending stuff to friends and family. You don't want them to know how much you spent, you know, to get it to them. Because then they might feel guilty about that or whatever. I mean, some people might. So that is one of the nice things that I really like about it, is I can hide it. I don't have to share that information with anybody. But you do need to be able to measure the package that it's in, and you need to know the weight. It's out cold on my shoulder like a baby. How can I move her? Too cute. I'm thinking that you're stuck wherever you're at, Terry. You're not going anywhere, Terry. That's what I'm thinking. Alright. Let's get this one pressed now. Go. So we're about an hour in and we're just finishing up our first section. So looks like we will definitely be on our live stream tomorrow. Unless the other sections go together a little bit faster. Lucas and Tony were here this weekend and they stopped at our membership club store and they were able to pick up a new television for themselves. I guess it was a pretty good deal that they couldn't pass up, so they picked up a new television as part of the Black Friday sales. Think they have more TVs in their house than we do? I think they have more than we do. Alright, so now we get to attach one of these big blocks onto the end. And this will be the full length of our quilt, so you'll be able to see. It's pretty wide. Not length, width. This will be the full width of our quilt. Let's see. That's one of the nice things about this quilt is there really aren't any matching seams. I mean, there's a couple of them where they kind of match up. But if they don't match up, I don't think it's the end of the world. Because of the way the blocks are laid out, I think everything is just kind of doing its own thing, which is kind of nice. Teresa Lynch, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. She says she's been here. She's just been lurking. That's no problem. There's no problem with lurking. We appreciate our lurkers just as much as our chatters. But thanks so much for at least saying hi in chat. I like to be able to say hi to you guys because I know you guys take time out of your day to spend time with me. The least I can do is say hello. So I appreciate that. I think she said she's making hot pads. Is that what she said? Working on some hot pads. That's what she said. Yeah. Susan says, warming up my very cold car. It's covered with frost. Oh, well, frost is better than snow, I guess. Mr. Wizard cleaned off our cars this morning. I don't know if he cleaned off Taylor's. I'm supposed to drop off some quilts today at the long arm, but I think I'm going to text her and tell her that I'll do it during the week. Because I don't think I want to go out right now. Mr. Wizard did tell me that this morning our streets were not plowed yet, so I think I'll just stay off the roads and stay out of the way. Alright, so there's this one now. Let's press the seam wherever it is. This is going to be a big quilt, my goodness. Welcome back, Carrie. It's a big quilt. And for the price, it really was not overly expensive. This one was comparable in price to a Cotton Cuts quilt, and I think it's so much bigger than a Cotton Cuts quilt. And the amount of scrap fabric that I got from this project was unbelievable. And I think that that's probably why they're not offering any more of them, because they don't have any more on their website that they're offering right now. And the amount of scrap that I got from this quilt, I could make another quilt with. Like, at least a full-size quilt with. Like, just unbelievable the amount of scrap fabric that I got. I've already did a giveaway with some of it a while ago, and now I still have a whole nother bag full of it. So, okay, so here's section 1, and I'm not going to be able to hold this whole thing up for you guys, like, all at once. But, look. So that's, like, half of it. And here's the other half. So it's going to be pretty wide. Like, this is... my arms are not long enough to hold it all. And this is just section 1. So we're going to put section 1 away for right now. Fold that up. Put it away for right now. And work on section number 2. Alright, so section number 2, we're going to need our baskets. Let's pull those out. Those were down here. It says we're going to need 4 baskets. 1, 2, 3, 4 baskets. We're going to need one of these small sections here and this longer section. I'm just pulling all the pieces together for this section so we can get it together a little bit, hopefully a little bit faster. We don't need this big one today. We need one of these. I don't think it matters which one. Nope. One of these. We need a maple leaf. Let me see which maple leaf we need. Okay. Here. Which maple leaf again? Kathy says, I'm back. Welcome back, Kathy. We missed you. This one here. Quiet. Shush. Now I need one of these. And another maple leaf, which is this one here. And I need just pulling all the pieces together. My goodness, so many pieces. Go this one here, right? No, not that one. This one. That one. Another star. The pink fabric. And I need this flower here. And this one here. Okay, so there are only 3 sections. Yeah, there's only 3 sections. And then there's a 2.5 inch border that goes around the outside. So, not too bad. Let me put all these up here. That's for our next one. Okay, now all of these need to go together. Alright. Works for me, right? Denise, good evening. No, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Welcome back. Oh, okay. Let's see. Ozzy, quiet. Alright, so we're going to actually build this in reverse order. So this one goes on the bottom of this one. Let's see how much of this we can chain piece together. Now that I pulled all of the pieces out instead of just a couple of them. I'm actually hoping I can get the whole thing together. There we go. So this fabric line is called Wild Meadow by Moda. I've seen some of it, pieces of it still in my local quilt store, so I know that it's still kind of available out there. I don't know how much of it's still available, but I know some of it is. Okay, so now I need to do this star on the bottom, this one on the top, like this. Hi, baby. Hi.
What are you doing under here? What are you doing under here? What are you doing? Huh? What you doing?
What are you doing under there? What are you doing? She's being silly. That's what she's being. Okay, now this one goes on the bottom. And this one goes on the top. It's going together pretty easily, actually. For the most part, most of the blocks are just a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning they're the same size. There's a couple of assemblies that we have to put together. What do you guys think of the new puppy cam angle? Do you like this one better, or do you feel like you get more of a view of the puppies, or is it too dark? Is it too light? Is it a weird angle? I was trying to get more of a, so you guys could see them when they come into that room. You know, more of a, their level. Alright, so there's that one. Now I need to do some more assembly work here. So this one goes this way, and it gets assembled to this piece here. Like this. Arrows are up. Hi. My baby girl. It is definitely on their level. Yeah. Joyce says she likes it. Well, I'm glad. It's more on their level, and the cat was being curious this morning before I turned the actual camera on for you guys. She was being curious this morning, and she walked right up to the camera, and just like her face was like, I'm like, would you get away from the camera? The puppy angle is good. It is good. Okay, good. I'm glad that you guys like it. I have to do a little bit of cable management with regards to it. I need to buy a longer extension cable for the camera. But for right now, it's working out okay. I like the frame. The frame really helps quite a bit. I think the puppy cam frame. That way people that are not part of the channel and they don't understand why I have a camera that's pointing at the floor. They understand a little bit more why there's a camera at the floor. Okay, so this one, that one, this one, those three for right now. Set those off to the side. Speaking of puppies, they've been good this morning.
You're blocking the camera, you goof.
Hi, Wiggles. Hi, Wiggles. Hi, Wrigley. There's Wrigley. You guys don't normally get to see Wrigley because she's so little that the cameras don't normally pick her up. Yeah, you're extra super close. Extra super close today. Okay. Back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. All done. Extra super close. There, you guys got a really nice close up. Hi Rita, good morning. Welcome back. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. I hope you're doing well. All right. This is the puppy cam I was trying to show you guys yesterday that I was disappointed that I couldn't show to you because for whatever reason it wasn't working on that profile. I'll have to figure that out before the next members only stream. Which is not tomorrow. I think it's next week. Liz, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Welcome back. All right. The little dogs hate them. Our little dogs will wear their sweaters. Ivy's not really thrilled about it, but she will wear it. But she does it under duress, and she lets you know that she's doing it under duress. Addison hates them with a passion. She's our bigger dog. She hates them with an absolute passion. She's got that undercoat, so she really doesn't need it, and we really only put them on her when it's raining really hard. We tried to put her on. We have a jacket for her that we tried to put on for her yesterday, and she wasn't having it. Wrigley, on the other hand, she's the little bitty one. She would live in her sweater year round if she could. We've had to change her sweater like 3 times in the last 2 days because the first sweater we had on her, it was a thin sweater and it wasn't really warm enough for her. She would come in the house shivering. So then we put a nice thick coat, with an undercoat on it, nice thick sweater on her. But that one's got a hood on it and she doesn't really like the hood. And we don't want her to sleep in that because we don't want her to choke herself or something accidentally. So we don't let her sleep in that one. And so then we had to put her in this other one, which is the Christmas one that she's got on right now. And we've kept that one on her so far this morning. We'll see if she gets too cold, we'll switch back to the actual coat. But yeah, she has the most of all of them because she likes to wear them. She gets really excited when we tell her it's sweater weather. She gets really excited. But she's little. Wrigley's only 8 pounds soaking wet. 8.5, I think, actually, right now. She's only about 8.5 pounds. So she's a little thing. And right now they've all just gotten their hair cut recently, just a week or two ago. And we didn't go short, but we didn't keep it real long either, because we didn't want it to get too long and get all matted. So their hair is a little bit shorter than we would normally keep it for the winter. So that's also why they have the sweaters on too. It's just because their hair is just a little bit on the shorter side. And Wrigley's hair is the thinnest out of the three. Ivy's got a nice thick coat. It's very silky, but it's thick. And then Addison's coat, she's got the undercoat, so she gets really warm. This one goes towards this way. They love them. The Bull Mastiff is the one with the hoodie. So cute! Where their feet go in also. Oh yeah, that's cute. That's really cute. Yeah, Addie's got a jacket. It's got a zipper on it. It zips up the back. So you basically you put it up against her tummy and then it zips along the top. That's Addie's. The other two is just a sweater. They just step into it. Charpays. Oh yeah, they get cold easily. Yeah. Carrie, honey, were you trying to play one of the games? You gotta enter a command first before you enter in the number. So either slots or gamble or heist. Go. Alright, so that piece is done. This is just one of the pieces. It's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with this screen because the coloring on this screen looks much nicer. It's unfortunate. What happened to all the... Oh, here it is. Alright, now this one goes together. So, gotta look at the picture now. So one goes this way. One goes... this way, that way. Oh, the big dog coats have the Grinch on them. That's funny. That is so cute. Hi, Ozzy. I swear, all of a sudden, now that I put the camera on the ground, she wants to come over here. Usually when Ozzy comes in the room, she stays on that side of the room, but ever since I put the camera over here, she wants to come over. She wants her 15 minutes of fame. Go. I like the Grinch too. The Grinch has been always been one of my favorites. One of my coworkers, her husband owns a Grinch costume, and so he likes to dress up like the Grinch and go downtown to their local town and go bar hopping as the Grinch. And he does a lot of charity events too, and things like that, but he dresses up like the Grinch along with Santa. It's pretty funny. I feel like I ran out of thread. Did I run out of thread? I think I did. Let's see. Yes, I did. I ran out of thread. Looks like my thread came out of my needle. thread broke. It's very rare that I have that happen. Oh. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. My thread broke. Very rare that that ever happens to me. Mama Joyce, it was happening to her all the time. I think she got a bad batch of thread or something. It was awful. But I don't really have that trouble too much. But I could feel it. There we go. Oh, yeah. Cartoon Grinch, not a fan of the movie version with Jim Carrey, not a Carrey fan. I am not a huge Jim Carrey fan myself. I did enjoy that movie, though. I thought it was cute. But I have to agree with you. I'm not a big Grinch. I'm not a Jim Carrey fan. Not normally, anyway. I did enjoy that movie, though. But I am with you. I grew up on the animated version. That is the version I grew up on. That is the one I prefer. If I get a want for snow, I can take a short drive up to the big ski resort here. So here they have 57 inches of snow. Wow! Holy smokes, that's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. That is a lot of snow. We do not have 57 inches of snow. We do not have that much snow. We have, well, like I said, I think we've gotten like 8 or 8.5 inches is what Mr. Wizard said this morning. He didn't actually measure, but yesterday Taylor and I did something really fun. She helped me. She was my camera girl. We recorded a new video for my cooking channel. It's been a hot minute since I've posted anything over there on that channel. I'm going to need to edit the video still. But we made my version of Italian wedding soup, or as I like to call it, the mini meatball soup. Thank you, Patty. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that comment. They are very pretty. I will agree with you on that. So that was exciting to be able to spend that time with her. And the dish we made was, of course, like I said, my Italian wedding soup / mini meatball soup recipe, which is one of my favorites. It was so good. Oh my gosh, so that's what we had for dinner last night. So you guys can, if you are a subscriber of that channel or interested in that channel, you're welcome to go over there and check it out. I don't have a whole lot of videos on it, and I don't do a lot with it. I created it as a way to share recipes with my kids and my other family members. It's really what I did with it. But I'm trying to get better about... Oh, I felt like the thread broke again. I've been trying to get better about recording stuff to put on the channel. And plus I've gotten a personal request from one of my daughters for a couple of recipes to record over there. So I'll be doing that at some point. But that one was fun. I really appreciated the fact that Taylor was there helping me with the camera angles and stuff, so I could focus on cooking and explaining to you guys what I was doing instead of the camera angles. Usually I'm doing both, and it can be a bit daunting sometimes. So that was kind of nice. We got a lot of really cute pictures of the puppies. Because I actually was recording 2 videos at the same time. I was recording our soup video, and then I was also recording another, basically soup video, where I was making dog food. We were making chicken soup for the dogs, because we make dog food for them. And so I was recording that as well. So they were in the kitchen with me, which typically when I'm in the kitchen, Ivy is there with me. She's my, I joke all the time that she's my sous chef. She helps me out. And Wrigley is usually, if Mr. Wizard is outside on the grill, that's where Wrigley, that's where you will find Wrigley. Wrigley is bonded to Mr. Wizard. She's his shadow. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you very much. It is coming along very nicely. We got the first row done. Now we're working on the second row. There's 3 rows total. So now this piece goes on the bottom. Down here. Just want to make sure I have the arrows pointing in the correct direction, which I do. That's good. And then we put all these pieces together. We got to iron up the seams on those other ones, though. So this has not been a very difficult project to put together. Each block has been fairly simple to put together. It's just a matter of, you know, it would be a lot of it was a lot of cutting. I don't know the actual fabric measurements because this was a block of the month, so I don't know what the total amount of fabric was that I used for everything. I'm sure somebody smarter than me could do the math and figure it out. I imagine it was a considerable amount. I imagine it was a considerable amount. And it was a lot of cutting, because I would do all the cutting off camera, and it would take me about an hour and a half to 2 hours per block to cut the fabric. So there was a lot. There was quite a bit to do. Bye, Fern. Have a great day. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Maybe Danny can put it up so we can find it. Oh, the sewing channel? My cooking channel? Yeah, I can do that. Terry is awesome about that kind of stuff, and I'm kind of hoping that she can grab it for me if she's not busy. But if not, then yeah, I can absolutely grab that for you in just a minute. Yeah, this way. That's what I thought. It's called Home Cooking with Danny, and it's the W with a slash over it, because there are a couple of them out there, surprisingly enough. But yeah, I can grab it for you. Terry says she'll get it. Oh, Terry, thank you for that. She's pretty awesome about that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't do a whole lot over there on that channel, so I don't really promote it very much. You know, I didn't create that channel to even to get subscribers. I created it to share recipes with my friends and family. But you guys are my friends and family, so I'll share it with you. So I'll have two videos coming up here. One is for making the mini meatball soup, and the other one will be for a chicken soup for the dogs that we make as well. Alright, so there's this one. So this one's all ironed up and ready to be quilted together. Or not quilted, but sewn to this piece here. So this piece can get sewn up now. It goes this way. To this one. Which one was correct? Yeah, because I don't have any pictures. Unless you watch the videos, you're not going to know it's me because I don't have any pictures on there. Everything was an animated picture. But yeah, it's there. There it is. Thank you very much for that, Terry. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't really advertise that it was me on there. Just because, like I said, the whole point of the channel was not to get subscribers, but you guys are welcome to subscribe if you'd like to. I don't post a whole lot of videos. I think there's only 3 videos on the whole channel right now, so it's a very small channel. But I am trying to be more conscious about posting things there. You know, I'm trying, and I've been requested to add more, so now I gotta kind of listen to my family and do that. There we go. So thank you, Terry, for posting that link up there. I appreciate it. So if y'all want to, you can go over there and subscribe. You don't have to. It's only if you're interested in cooking recipes, and I do use the Instant Pot quite a bit on some of my recipes, but not everything is made in an Instant Pot. And I do try to give you instructions at the end of my videos if you don't have an Instant Pot of how to do it without one. So. An Instant Pot is basically just an electric pressure pot. It just shortens up the cooking time on things. If you don't have an Instant Pot, you can always use a crock pot, or you can just cook it on the stove too. It's just going to take an extra amount of time to do it. That's all. I've made Instant Pot beef bolognese. I love my Instant Pot. That was one of my first videos on the channel, was the beef bolognese. It's so good. That's my version of it. You know, I like to take other people's recipes and kind of manipulate them a little bit into my own versions. Mr. Wizard gets annoyed with me because I don't write anything down. I don't write anything down, and I very rarely ever measure. So. An electric pressure cooker? Oh, cool. Joyce, it's okay if you don't have an Instant Pot. Not all of the recipes are Instant Pot recipes on that channel. And also, I do try to give you instructions so that if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can still make those recipes. Was necessary. I have a hard time... Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. Rita, when we redid our kitchen a few years ago, and I tell this story all the time, the Instant Pot was my only cooking vessel. Like... For 8 weeks, while we were redoing our kitchen and our laundry room and things like that, the Instant Pot was my only cooking vessel. And it was in the middle of winter, so it's not like we could really go out to eat anywhere. Plus, we were paying a small fortune for a redo of our kitchen. So, and it was during COVID. So you really couldn't go anywhere anyway because everywhere was closed. So the Instant Pot was my only cooking vessel, and that was like my saving grace. Like everything I made, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, was in the Instant Pot. It was wonderful. It was my saving grace. I don't use it as much as I used to. I used to use it like almost every day. I don't use it as much as I used to, but I do still use it quite a bit. I use it more for cooking rice now than anything. But I do use it for other things too. Yeah, Terry, you and me both, Terry. I hate baking with a passion because you have to measure. Like, I hate it with a passion. Okay, so this is all ironed up. So let me iron up these pieces real quickly, and then we can get everything kind of sewn up together. And it does look like we're going to need to come back here tomorrow to do the rest of, for the third row and put all the rows together. So that's not a problem, at least not for me anyway, because I told you guys I had scheduled time to do that in my schedule anyway. Not a problem. Okay, there's this one. This one goes to that one. This one goes this way. So it's down. Hi Marie, welcome back to the channel. I didn't see you pop in there. Good morning. I hope you are well. Okay, so now this one goes on top of this one, right? Triple check. Glad I looked. That way. So this one goes on top of this one, like this. So we're going to finish up this section. It's going to take us a few more minutes. And then we'll probably say goodbye for today. But we'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, to put the rest of it together. And then this afternoon, probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I will be online again for my members as a members only stream with a behind the scenes look as I set up our schedule, our YouTube schedule for the rest of this December. So I'll be showing you guys how I do that, how I create my thumbnails, what programs I use, how I set up my thumbnails, all the settings I use, that kind of stuff. So if that is something that you are interested in and you have the time and, and you are a member of the channel, feel free to join me. If not, that's okay too. And if you want to see what all the excitement is about to be a member, make sure you click that button down below to become one. Scratch, scratch. Scratcher, scratcher. Which way? Goes this way. Just trying to figure out how to press the seams. Programs for thumbnails. Interesting. I just used PowerPoint to make them. Oh, the thumbnails. Yeah. I use Canva, but I use the free version of Canva. I don't pay for it. There are options that you can use for paid versions of Canva, which are more extended versions, but I don't use those. I just use the free one. So I'll show you how I kind of do things, what features I use, and how I do it. And that's something you want to do, great. If not, that works too. My thumbnails are not the greatest. Like, I know some people's thumbnails are much better than mine. They say that putting a picture of yourself in the thumbnail is the best thing for your channel. It's gonna bring you the most draw. I don't like doing that. I just don't like seeing a picture of my face on the internet, so I don't do that. I could, and then, you know, I'm sure my channel would perform better, but again, that's not what my focus is, so. Let's go ahead and sew this one on now. But I'll show you guys what I do. A couple of you have asked, so I'm happy to share that with you. Canva does not well. I like the program. If I need to create an actual graphics, I have graphics programs such as Adobe and Corel Drive. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Photoshop, but I always go back to PowerPoint. I mean, it's a personal preference. Everybody has their own preferences. I had Photoshop. I'm not very good with Photoshop. Graphic design is not my forte. So that's why Canva works really well for me, because they do all the work for me. And then I don't have to. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Hi, baby girl. But that's something I'll talk to you guys more about later. Okay. I do not want my mug in the thumbnail. I have a stock photo that I took of myself that I thought was a really nice photo. It's in my old sewing room now. It's not in this sewing room, but I do use that on occasion if I need, or I feel like it needs a picture of me in it. Otherwise, I have pictures of my logo that I'll throw in there, or a picture of my coffee mug. I couldn't think of the word. That I will throw up in there. So it just depends on what I'm doing. by no means an expert at YouTube or anything else, so I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to share with them how to be successful, because that's not what I'm doing. I know not just enough to be dangerous. This way. Just enough to be dangerous. Someone like Becca or even Katie of Greenland Quilter has become really good at her channel and navigating that. She actually has a consultant that she works with that helps her to grow her channel. I am not really interested in any of that. I just do what I feel works best for me. And whatever I can figure out on my own. So. Mona says, what's pricey? Just enough to be dangerous? Yeah, yeah. I do. I know not just enough to be dangerous with computers as well. The people in my IT department both love and hate me at work. They love me because I don't really call them for stupid stuff, because I can usually fix the stupid stuff on my own. But they hate me because when I do call them, it's for something that's pretty challenging that I can't figure out on my own. And it's basically going to take them the majority of the day to figure it out. And it's usually unique stuff. So we have a very love-hate relationship. They know when I call, it's because there's an actual problem. But that also means that it's probably going to take them the majority of the day to figure it out, whatever it is. There's something wrong with the tension. I'm feeling something weird happening here. The tension is off. A little bit better. Come on. The tension feels off on my machine. Feels weird. I think it needs to be rethreaded. Weird. Feels weird. Doesn't feel like the bobbin tension is tight enough. I'll have to wait and see. But either way, we're at the end of it anyway, so it's fine. I am my own IT department. Yep. Yep. Oh, Mona, thank you for that. I've thought about becoming an Amazon influencer for the quilting things I use it all the time. I think it pays better than YouTube. Oh, Dawn, that would be an interesting one for you. Yeah, it's not really. I mean, like I said, I don't do this for the money. If I did, I'd probably be doing something different. I do it because I make friends. So, for me, the money is not there. I know for some people it is, and it's important, and you know that's not what I do. So. I just like the content. Yeah, Terry, I remember you saying you used to build computers, yeah. Ran out of ink. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a software than a hardware person. but I don't do it for a job or career or anything like that. I just kind of learned trial and error. What worked, what didn't. So, all right, so here is row number 2. Let me just iron it up a little bit. It's a little messy. Now, there's only 3 rows, so when we come back tomorrow, we'll be able to put the 3rd row together. But here, I'll show it to you. So here's the start of it. It's upside down. Did I put it together backwards? Hang on. I think I did. I think I put it together backwards. No, I didn't. Okay, when I lay it down like this, it's correct. So, it goes this way. Sorry. It goes this way. So this is this side. And then there's that side there. So you can see it's starting to come together. It's not as busy as I was worried that it was going to be. I think this solid, I'm not usually a solid colored person, but I think this solid background fabric really helps to break that up. Whoever curated this did a fantastic job with the fabrics and the colors and things. So I think it's going to work out really well. So this is row number 2. So tomorrow when we come back, we will put together row number 3, which is just these extra pieces here. I've got some extra pieces here. So we'll put row number 3 together, and then we will put all 3 rows together. And then if there's time, we'll start to put on our border pieces, which is just a 2.5 inch border piece. So we'll put those on as well. If it comes down to it, I can put those on off camera. You guys don't necessarily need to watch me do that. Oh my god, I'm covered in thread. You guys don't necessarily need to watch me do that. It is Dawn. It really is one of the prettiest quilts. And the fabric itself is just absolutely beautiful. And then the designs themselves, they're super simple and easy, but it is just so pretty. And I will have to go online and get clue number, I'm just covered in thread, my god. Clue number 7, because I don't know what happened to it. I obviously did something with it, and now I can't find it. So I'll need to get block number 7 for you. But then, as I promised at the beginning of this project, you asked me, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with asking, because I will absolutely give it to you once it is done. So then that way I'm not, distributing copyrighted materials or anything like that. And just in case I needed it, in case I screwed something up and needed it. So, oh my god, there's just everywhere. Threads everywhere. Threads, go away, come back another day. like the whole wheel, like you guys can't see it, but the whole wheel is just covered in thread. Thank goodness for these lint rollers. I gotta tell you, I keep this one in my sewing room. It is strictly for my sewing room. And it is just so nice. It works so well. It's extra super sticky. I really like it. All right, Kathy, have a great evening. Great day. Yeah, so that is all for today, folks. We will be back here again tomorrow evening, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, where we're going to put the rest of this thing together, and then I have to bring it over to my quilt shop so that I can start picking out some background fabric for it. Next weekend is a later live stream because it will be the first Sunday of the month. I don't even know what we're doing because I haven't set up the thumbnails yet. Let me look. Let me see. I haven't set up my thumbnails, so I have no idea what we're doing next week. Let's see. Today... Okay. Today is the 30th. Okay, so... Let's see. Don't switch. Let's see. Next week, okay, so next week we're doing a later live stream. We started 11 a.m. instead of 10:30. We're going to be working on our Starfire project. We're going to be putting borders on our Starfire project, and we're also going to be starting to prep the binding for that specific project, because we're going to be doing one of those double bindings again on that project. So that one's going to be really exciting. So that one's going to come back on the channel. You guys didn't really see that one get put together too much. You've seen it only once or twice. That one's the black and red fabric. It's really prominent. It's really busy. So I'm really excited for the borders and the backing that I picked for that one. I bought that one when we were in Quilt Town over in July. So you guys will see that one again on the 7th. That's next Sunday. There is a members only live stream on the 8th, which is, again, next week. Not this coming week, because this coming week there are no live streams other than tomorrow's live stream. And then next week we will also be doing our Spools of the Year project, which you guys can't see it, but it's sitting right here. I have to cut the fabric for that next week. That will be on Tuesday. Our After Dark edition is also next Saturday the 13th. Because we were going to do it on the 20th, but Mama Joyce and Sherlock Cheryl and I actually have a concert to go to on the 20th, so we couldn't do it then. So we're doing it a week early. We're going to do that on the 13th. Puppies Quilt on the 14th. Our framed pinwheels is on the 21st, so if you've gone ahead, that's okay, but otherwise we're going to be working on that again on the 21st. And then we're going to have our Twisted Dreams and our Swirling Leaves projects are going to be on the channel. It looks like they're... This one actually needs to go over there. I really don't want to do it on a Friday, though. I might do that one on a Saturday. Sorry, I really should be doing this right now. Sorry, I should be doing this later. I'm just checking my schedule. I'm like, oh, I gotta move some things around. We will have our Twisted Dreams project coming up here soon. That one is actually supposed to have been shipped this week. So once I get it, then I'll need to look at it, figure out what the cutting instructions are, and then try and get it into the schedule. I'm not 100% sure when we'll have it in the schedule yet. What are you doing? Ivy out. So we'll definitely get that one into the schedule here soon. I'm just not 100% sure when. So otherwise, yeah, looks like no stream this week other than our rollover for tomorrow. And then next week, we'll have a bunch of stuff moving in again soon. So busy schedule. All right, friends. Well, thanks again so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. I hope you guys are staying warm in this chilly weather. You got your first block for Twisted Dreams? Oh, awesome. I had some issues with my card. It turns out the card that they had on file for me had expired, so there were some issues with that. So mine is a little bit delayed, I think. So not a big deal. Hopefully we'll get that all squared away on Monday. What was I saying now? But we'll be starting that one next month. I just don't know when. It'll probably be a Thursday stream. I just don't know when yet. I'll let you guys know. I was going to say something else, and now for the life of me I can't remember what it is. Anyway, folks, thanks again so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. I hope you guys are feeling good. I hope the weather is warmer by you. I hope you guys don't get too much snow and that you're not snowed in. Please try not to exert yourself. Ask for help if you need it. If you're looking for a warming center in your area, let me know. I will try and help you find one. Send me an email, and I'll do everything I can to try and help you find one. Locate one. Check in on your loved ones, the younger and elderly. Make sure that they're okay during this time of the year. Things can get a little wonky. And, yeah, I'm just kind of like looking around trying to figure out what else I'm supposed to be telling you, but I can't remember what it is. Anyway, I will see you guys again next Sunday. Don't forget, later live stream next Sunday, half an hour later, because it is the first Sunday of the month. So, otherwise, I will see you again tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. Bye for now, friends.
Alright, ready, here we go.